Hey.
I think I'm live on my stream as well. Howdy hey. Today we're here with Betty from Switch and Click and maybe potentially Glarses later, who knows. We're going to be talking about our worst keyboard ideas and then maybe some other crazy stuff. It's going to be chill. Get a cup of coffee or breakfast or whatever. I don't know when you're watching this, but try your best. And yeah, here we are.
Yes, here we are. There's been plenty of bad ideas, plenty of ideas that I've even executed on and then be like, oh, this is bad.
Oh
Unlist,
no.
unlist.
You've unlisted videos.
I've enlisted one
Oh my.
singular video. Maybe I'll tell you about it later. It's a
Ooh.
failure, massive failure of a video.
The ultimate failure. I need to know about this actually. That sounds very interesting. Although I guess if it's unlisted, maybe that's too crazy
It's
to say on
not
YouTube.
that bad. It's not that
Mm.
bad. It's more like something that we just never should have tried. Not in
I
an inappropriate way, just
okay.
why the heck did you do this kind of way?
Oh man. Yeah, I've had lots of terrible scrapped videos, but I've never gone through with uploading and then scrapped afterwards. Usually I scrap it like pretty early.
Oh, yeah, nice, yeah. I've done that a lot too. There's been a lot of ideas that are just, whoop, not doing that.
Yeah. You give it like one day of idea and then the idea is like you sleep on it, you're like, never mind. That was terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so how do you keep track of your ideas? Do you use like a spreadsheet, a notepad?
I have a little like Google Keep page that I'll like go back to, and if I think of an idea, I'll write it down there. And then if I'm ever like super out of ideas, I'll check my little Google Keep page and be like, okay, I'll grab one of these and pull it in. That's about
Nice.
it.
That's not bad. I like that. I feel like I've been through multiple different content management systems at this point.
Hmm.
I used to have a Notion.
Oh yeah.
No, actually, I started with a it's like a board, but oh, a Trello board. I had a
Hmm.
Trello board, but then the idea list got so long, and I just lost track of it. So then I moved to Notion, but now that idea list got too long, so I couldn't
Oh no.
organize that. And then now I'm using Monday.com.
That's a lot of ideas.
I
I think
know, but
Monday is that's what like Linus Tech Tips and all them use, right?
I don't know if he actually uses it, but they
Hmm.
sponsor him.
Oh well, basically, yeah. Hmm.
It's nice. I like that you can like automate things. So if you mark it
Mm.
as done, it'll just automatically move to the
That's,
done group.
that's very nice.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that Notion doesn't well, it sort of does if you try and figure out its fancy codes and stuff.
Hmm.
But
I
my
gotta think.
idea list now is like maybe 30 ideas.
Geez, you know, like Mr. Beast and all the everybody always references Mr. Beast, but I feel like he's got an idea list that's like just pages and pages and pages long.
Yeah, he keeps saying that on different talks. Like he doesn't need
Yeah,
to ideate every day anymore because he can just pull a good one.
yeah. I wish I had good ones written down. I have some good ones written down, but usually they're just like kind of pointless. I don't know. I had an idea written down to like review keyboard TikToks, and then Glarces made the
I
keyboard TikTok
have that
video.
too. I have
And
trying TikTok
yeah,
keyboard hacks.
I wrote keyboard TikTok toilet paper question mark, which I'm
Oh,
assuming means put toilet paper in a keyboard or something. I'm not quite sure what I was doing there.
I did that one time and I should not have done that.
Did it do
It's
anything?
well, it made it a little bit heavier, I
Hmm.
guess, but there was just toilet paper sticking out of every crevice and hole, and it was just like, what am I
Oh my
doing? This is
gosh.
not worth it.
That reminds me of my press and seal. Like the first time I did the press and seal mod, I did it so jankily. You know what? Let me just grab the keyboard because it's worth showing off. It's so bad. Hold on. It's like
I don't
right up
even know
here.
if I have mine
Oh
anymore,
gosh. Don't no, don't fall
but
over.
I
Oh.
do know that it's this video.
Things have fallen over, but that's okay. My closet is just precariously balancing everything. So that's good.
Oh
Here it
yeah,
is.
I've seen your closet. It's It's scary.
It was
I try
so
not to.
organized.
I try not to do it like on top, and more like a bookshelf style.
Yeah. It was so brilliantly organized when I first moved in, and now it's just bad. But okay, so this is my very first. I don't know if it's gonna focus on. Come on, I believe in you. My stream.
There we
Can
go.
you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
There we go. There's press
There's
and seal
something,
just
yeah,
sticking out of
there's
the side
something sticking out.
around the whole entire keyboard, and it's really, really jank. But you know, this is one of the best sounding.
I can barely hear. Oh, it's because
Oh
we're on
dang it!
Discord.
Crisp. Hold on. Is there any way to turn off crisp on Discord? The noise suppression.
It takes a lot of effort.
Okay, I think I did it. Press and seal. I don't know if you heard any of that.
It's pretty dang good.
That's
Oh, I like it.
But yeah, I love mods like that where they end up just janky. But I never made this into a video because like, I was too scared of everybody press and sealing their keyboards and then
And
like
then
breaking
causing
them.
fires and then being like, Hipyo, I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, but like I might do it at some point with just a million disclaimers because it's too good. Like
Yeah, as long as you're like, do this at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you
Yeah.
destroy your keyboard. Then it's fine.
yeah, like the don't try this at home. Oh my gosh, don't try this at home. Please don't set your keyboard on fire. Put beard hair in the keyboard, guys.
My chat keeps suggesting cattail hair.
Cattail hair. Ugh. I
I
mean,
know, like, why would you do that to your animal? Like,
I guess if you're like brushing your cat like normally, you know, and then you take the hair out of the brush.
see, like, that's a bad
Yeah.
video idea. People can get the wrong idea. They'll be like, "What are you doing?" to
Yeah.
your cat? I'm gonna call PETA.
Thank you, Ace. Don't know if I'm gonna try those yet. Yeah, definitely don't abuse your animal to fill keyboards with things.
No, use your own hair. Like, come on.
Somebody in my chat says I stuffed a keyboard with hair before. It's really hard to clean out. Yeah, I feel like you clean your keyboard to get the hair out of your keyboard.
Not to put it more in.
Yeah, not to put more in. Oh man, but
Oh,
that brings me to my other terrible keyboard idea. I think I end up uploading most of my worst ideas.
Okay.
Which is the Play-Doh one. That was such a bad idea.
I mean, it did good though.
It was like my most iconic terrible idea. I was known as the Play-Doh guy for like a good 4 or 5 months until I finally like became the cringe guy instead.
Got out of Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just weird keyboard lady.
Weird keyboard lady. But yeah, Play-Doh was bad because a lot of people tried it, even though I said don't try it.
Cheap.
Like, I found TikToks later of people being like, Hippotech said fill keyboard with Play-Doh, so I did it, and now my keyboard is crusty. And I'm like, gosh, dang it.
Your own fault though.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Play-Doh for you.
Yeah.
Definitely don't fill things with Play-Doh.
No, I don't recommend. I don't recommend toilet paper. I don't recommend Vaseline. So I did
Oh
a
gosh.
really bad idea that I uploaded called I upgraded a keyboard with bathroom items only.
I saw that.
And I
Yeah.
used toothpaste, Vaseline, and like body lotion and I tested between them, and I think the body lotion ended up doing the best. So I was like, I'm gonna leave my switches with this. I do not recommend anybody do
Oh my
that.
gosh.
Or
I
put
feel
toilet
like-
paper in their keyboard. Don't do bad idea.
Yeah, at least with toilet paper, like, it's not gonna, I don't know, get all greasy and gross.
That's true. The video's done pretty good, 500,000 views, but I wish
Yeah.
nobody saw it.
Nobody. Howdy, hey, Moose Truffle. Thank you for the $10. So somebody says buy the $7 Barbie keyboard and modify it.
Is that the one that Vane's bought?
Is it mechanical?
No, it's membrane.
Oh. Oh, sad.
Yeah, it's membrane.
Oh, we're getting lots of bad ideas from my chat. Candle wax.
I've thought about that when I was doing a silicone, like filling up your keyboard with silicone. I was like,
yeah.
candle wax is an option here.
Wait, actually, maybe that's a good idea.
I don't know. It seems hazardous.
Definitely.
The
But
wax is
like,
hot. You only get a small amount of time to pour before it starts setting.
you know those like there's waxes that like burn not as hot, right? Like soy waxes or something?
Or like the wax you use for art.
Yeah. Something like not as hot where like you're not risking third-degree burns. Somebody said they put candle wax in their space bar to try and fix the hollowness.
Did
But
it
wouldn't it just
work?
fall out? Like, isn't it? I feel
No,
like it.
wax is sticky.
Is it sticky?
I think. Well, it's impossible to get out of like a candle jar.
Mmm.
When you're at the very bottom and you're like, I need to get this out, and it's just impossible.
Oh yeah, you're kind of right. I just imagine like beeswax, how like I don't know, beeswax is kind of
Slides.
yeah slides, but then if it gets warm, you're screwed. Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you're in a hot place that's humid with no
Yeah.
AC, yeah, that's
Oh
disgusting.
gosh. Yeah, summer, 105
No,
degrees.
thank you. That's bad.
That's really bad. I left my keyboard out in the sun and it melted.
Here's what happened.
Here's what happened. Oh
Another
gosh.
bad idea I did was putting silicone into every keycap.
Ugh.
This was a recent video too, where I did the 7 hacks. 7 hacks to make your keyboard. Oh, 7 keyboard mods that make your keyboard sound better. It was like a bloody battlefield, silicone everywhere on my desk mats, just sticking out.
Ugh.
And I ended up pulling them all out because it wasn't like it wouldn't close. Right? You would just have like keycaps higher than other ones, and none of them would press.
Oh,
Not a
did
good
it
idea.
sound better?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
have it on the space bar still, because that's the only one that ended up good, and
there
it was
you go.
pretty nice. If I can figure out a better way to put the silicone into the keycaps
Hmm.
and not overfill, or put it in the stem hole,
Maybe a
could be
syringe or
could be
something?
good.
I don't know. Some type of
Yeah,
syringe?
maybe.
Moose
It's
truffle,
just that
thank you.
you only have
Do
a
it.
few minutes of like working time.
Yeah, that's oh gosh, and then the syringe gets
Yeah,
stuck.
and then it starts getting clumpy.
Yeah, I think at that rate you're probably better off with like Elmer's glue or something. Or something. Have you done that?
No,
Oh, the way you're laughing
it
is
just sounds like a bad idea.
like Hmm? That's what we're here for. We're here for bad
You're like,
ideas.
so why'd you buy 10 bottles of Elmer's glue? Oh, well, I wanted to fill my
Well,
keyboard with it.
you know those like oh, you ever make slime as a kid with like
Yeah.
borax and Elmer's glue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. That was always really fun.
Yeah.
I think why haven't we filled a keyboard with slime yet?
I don't know. Is there
It's
any water involved or no?
no. Well,
Like, does
there's
it
water
conduct?
content in the glue, right? Like it would definitely fry your PCB.
Yeah. I think that if the question is, does it conduct?
Probably. I don't
Maybe
know.
if
Well,
you do the slime, spread it, and then put a thin layer of foam right on top to protect
yeah.
the PCB. That's not a bad
What
idea.
if has anyone ever put kill mat on the back of a PCB? You know those dampening mats? Has anybody
Yeah,
done that?
didn't keyboard do that?
I know he's
Oh,
put it in his keyboard a lot, but I don't know if he's ever
yeah.
put it like the sticky side to the PCB.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, because that side's the metal looking side, right? The foily side.
Well, so like there's a sticky black side that's like adhesive, and then the other side is the foil.
Oh, okay.
If the foil touches the back of your PCB, it like kind of it doesn't like short it, but it makes it not work properly. Like it'll just spam a key for you anytime you press it.
Yeah.
But like I wonder you could probably get away with that. Hmm.
Yeah,
And maybe that's like
work.
the tape mod on steroids.
Well, maybe I feel like it would mute it so much. Like tape mod makes it more like poppy, but
True.
kill mat would just go. You got nothing now.
I wonder, do I have any keyboards I could try that on?
You can find anything.
Any sacrifices?
Yeah,
I
a
don't think so.
sacrificial keyboard, not an actual good one.
I don't think I have any sacrificial keyboards right now. I guess the closest thing would be this like super thocky one, but I don't know. It's too
That can't
precious.
be sacrificial.
Yeah.
It's stocky.
Actually, I have a keyboard that I might try it on next video.
Ooh, dang. Okay.
I needed an idea for it. That might be a
We're
good.
getting somewhere.
If it stops working, it's my fault. But like that
Like
seems
more
pretty interesting.
content.
More content. Hipyo, be careful. We're fine, guys. We're a professional.
We're just.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
are
something.
we professionals when you really think about it? I feel like most of the time I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know
So
about
like,
you.
I used to do photography a lot, right? And they say whenever you get paid for something, that means you're a professional. Like, so I did one paid photography gig, and I was like, I'm a professional photographer now, guys. By the way, professional photographer. So I feel like since we're paid keyboard YouTubers. Oh, howdy, hey, Stubbs Mage. Welcome to the Watering Hole Gang.
We are professionals.
I think we're professionals. Now, does that mean we're good at what we do?
Not
But anyways, we're
necessarily.
professional.
Yeah, we get paid for it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's good or bad or whatever.
Yeah. We could put air quotes all around this whole entire stream, just air quotes everywhere.
Disclaimers.
Disclaimers.
Do not sue.
Yeah, don't sue us. Don't do it. Silicone caulk? That does work.
Ooh, Jake
Yeah.
has suggested that to me.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I've seen it before. I don't know.
Though, or is it cocked?
I call it caulk because then
Caulk.
people can't make like haha funny in chat.
I know.
But I have seen somebody do that before, and it worked just about as well as doing a hand puller. But
Does it
like
smell?
definitely, yeah, like really bad, yeah.
No.
Probably super cancer from it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I had someone do our bathroom, I think last year, and it smelled so bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had to renovate my whole bathroom back at my old place, and it was just like a disaster recalking the whole walls, and like my room was right next to the bathroom, so I was just getting like gassed out. Ugh.
Not a good time.
Yeah, it smells so bad. Which I guess, like, I don't know. It's better to have something that smells really bad so you know that it's doing bad damage to you rather than
true.
like I know some of those silicones and resins like have no smell but are still terrible to inhale.
Mm-hmm.
Which
resin especially is.
Yeah, resin will make you real dizzy real fast.
Always wear a mask.
Always wear a mask. I got one of those proper painting respirators.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was doing too much spray painting, and it was just like,
Yeah.
I'm dying.
It's like if we end up getting, we don't get hazard pay, you know, if we inhale too much spray paint.
Right. Like no one's giving you workers' comp or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. If we're like trying to
Care for
bandsaw open a keyboard and we bandsaw our hands, we're screwed.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Susan, please help. Susan be like, nah, we're good. We sent you a bowl of cereal. You're totally set. Upgrade a very clicky keyboard.
I feel like we do that all the time.
Yeah, all the
Is
time.
that? Yeah, that's not anything new.
Yeah, we need new age bad ideas.
That's
y'all.
right.
Is
Like
your chat giving us any
2022.
golden info?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
A keyboard with yogurt, but I don't. Oh, cooling gel, maybe.
Cooling
like an ice
gel.
pack.
That could
That's
actually
not
be
a thing.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We've
That's
got
not-
one
that's not a
interesting
bad
idea.
That's not a bad idea.
I would
I don't
worry
know.
about like pins or something on your PCB puncturing it maybe.
Oh yeah, or like the condensation even.
Yeah. Where's Glarses? I don't. That's a great question actually.
Said, can I join?
Oh. Yes.
Yes. you can join.
Wait, hold on. We are live.
I
You
just have to
can
fix up my
join.
screen a little.
All right, we'll see if he joins.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get. Oh.
I
Oh!
think he's joining.
There's a purple square that just.
I
It's
know.
a
Hello?
purple square.
I've
Hello.
never fixed my
Can
screen.
you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
How's it going?
Let me
Oh.
make myself smaller. Oh well, I guess Glarsis is just a purple square.
He's a purple square.
A disembodied voice.
Yeah, disembodied voice in my head. Where is he? Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, chat's freaking out. There we go.
Because Glarsis is here.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to blacklist the word MX Brown for our mental sanity.
That's right.
But howdy, hey, Glarses. We're just talking about terrible video ideas and keyboard ideas?
Bad
Oh,
keyboard mods that could go wrong real fast.
I've thought of many. That sounds right up my alley. Just bad ideas.
Bad ideas. Bad idea. Is there ever a video that you've like fully filmed and then scrapped because it was just too? Oh, my whole camera just died.
Yes.
What
Gotta
was it?
tell us.
Yeah, now you got to tell us.
I have to.
You have to, if you tell your bad idea, I'll reveal my
Oh.
unlisted video.
As long
Oh,
as it's legal.
I mean, there aren't too many ideas that I get very far into recording them and don't do. I'd have to actually look into it. I think what it is more so and this happens a lot more frequently than I give it credit for, but I'll film a video in one way and then just be not happy with a certain part of it and refilm it. Like the last PewDiePie keyboard, whatever review I did, I think I refilmed the ending 3 different times and had to write it like 6 different times because I
Wow.
was just like, it doesn't feel right. So that happens a lot, but like scrapping whole videos, there's definitely been a few. Let me look through the
Whole
backlog.
video scrapped.
Yeah, I mean, like I get to like halfway editing, I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. Let me just do another one.
I usually
Yeah.
scrap before the editing. Like right
Yeah.
after filming, you're like, oh no, this is not it. This wasn't what we planned.
Yeah, I think like you kind of get that vibe pretty early. Like,
Mhm.
is this gonna be an entertaining video?
But then sometimes the edit will just turn things around.
That's true.
Even though the
Mhm.
footage sucked.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
true.
okay. Talking of scrapped videos, I almost scrapped the very first PewDiePie video.
You almost scrapped the first PewDiePie video.
Yeah, because of that, like the exact thing what you said when I was recording it, especially like the ending with the rebuttal and all that. I was like, this is cringe. This is so awkward to do.
This
But
is
then
cr-
like it took about it was only, and this is why I don't really scrap things until I at least try to edit them. Is that I'd say I probably think most of my videos suck until I'm like 80% done with the edits. I'm like, ah, okay, this comes together nicely. But
I feel that.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that totally.
Yeah.
Or even after you're done editing and you're ready to publish, it's like, oh, I don't know how this will do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I felt with my video yesterday. Like up until even the moment it was premiering, I was like, this video kind of sucks. Like I wish I
Too late now.
it's too late, but it's like the type of thing where you're already like too invested. You already spend like 60 hours on a video. You're like, I've got to just get it out there, rip the band-aid off. I don't know. But there's been a lot of ideas that I scrap, but rarely videos entirely.
Yeah, same.
yeah.
Do you like write down stuff in a list, or like how do you sort through your ideas when you're looking to make a new video? Is it just all in your head?
I have a spreadsheet I've probably been using for the last 6 years. Basically everything that pertains to video ideas, I just throw everything in there. I've got lots of like little sections for it. I've got like videos I want to make now, videos I need to plan for, videos that need like parts to do that I don't know how to do, and then like not every idea is a good idea, so I have ideas and then actually good ideas. And then like I find that what's been more recent in the last maybe 9 months is that with the way I want to just continue doing things and making things better and whatnot, certain ideas that I would have wanted to do like a year ago, just I don't think make
That's
up
a
enough for
bad
their own
idea,
video.
Zekra,
So I'm kind of
but
putting
thank
them
you.
into bits for other videos, maybe like not quite a vlog, but just related bits that I can put together that are, I know they're still fun, but I know if I made this a whole video, I'd have to stretch it out, or it'd be very short, or the thumbnail and title are just not very interesting. So it's like, but I still know that if it was in a video, people would probably watch it because it's funny or interesting. So yeah, big spreadsheet. Sorry.
How many lines is that spreadsheet?
Like the biggest section, because it's like it depends.
Oh,
on...
do you have it split up?
Yeah. These are all like
Wow.
different. The biggest one is
biggest.
definitely standalone ideas. Goes down to
Hear him
The
scroll.
scroll wheel.
121 right now.
Dang. Okay.
That's-
Wow.
I try to clean it often. Like this is the one thing in terms of organization, I suck at everything. This is the one thing I've managed to keep organized just because I've been doing it for so long. But yeah, big spreadsheet.
Big spreadsheet. I imagine now you don't really need to pull from the spreadsheet as much because you have like a lot of things you're working on all the time.
Yeah. I think the good thing is I just try to like, I'm only as good as the idea that I make, so I try to make sure I note down everything. But I'd say I definitely don't like. Yeah, I'm working on a lot of stuff, as you guys kind of know. So it's not. I'm not kind of like looking at it weekly and thinking, okay, what's the next video to work on? It's more so like, uh, what progress have I made with this idea, with that idea, kind of thing.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like we take very different approaches to YouTube as well. Because I'm like, what's my next stream? I'm one video at a time.
Mm.
Maybe a month out, I'll think of like a big idea and I'll work on that in the
Yeah.
background. But
Mm.
longer than that, it's a shot in the dark. 'Cause back last year, I planned out like 3 months and then I'll scrap it all and just
Yeah.
start over.
Mm.
Yeah. That's what I found. Anytime I plan ahead, I end up shooting myself in the foot.
Hmm.
Mhm. I think it's
Kevin,
like
thank you.
it definitely is not like I know it sounds like I plan like
Enjoy.
my videos until 2025. It's like it's more so that I have to work on a lot of videos because almost everything that I want to do or like I'm looking forward to do now is just really long in some way. Either
Hmm.
filming that needs to be done, or I need to like meet people, or something needs to be designed, or some kind of aspect that just takes a long time. And so I find if I just focus on one, um, it will be that thing where last year, it was like 4 to 6 weeks between videos, and I
Yeah.
just don't want to do that. So like,
Yeah.
I find that if I also realize that it means that I can't do it myself. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I think that's been another realization is that the more complicated the ideas get, I'm really not getting any better at actually making videos. Um, but yeah, no, I don't think I could. I think if I that might get in if certain videos would come out faster if I was just doing them like just what's the next video. But
Hmm.
other ones would definitely they would probably just wouldn't make it because I give up after like 2 months.
Hmm. Is there ever gonna be a Glarses HQ with like a
With
little
like
Glarses
10
office and
editors,
yeah.
writers.
Uh, I mean I'm reluctant to even hire like any.
How big do you see it getting?
um, I don't know. I think never like so. I think there's loads of different groups on YouTube with like levels of sizes, as you guys know, editors and writers and all that kind of stuff. You've got like Mr. Beast scale, where
Hmm.
they're just working on 10 different things on like 7 different channels or however many stuff he has. And then I think my favorite one that I'd love to model after is more the kind of Niga Higa way where they
Hmm.
have 5, 6, 7 guys, but it's just like a very very core team who've just grown on the same thing for a long time. So if I could get to that point where I, I think it's hard to predict the future. It also depends on just how good the content gets and the opportunities that come. But I'd say what I want to definitely do is become more of a director rather than the guy who. Because right now, I do the writing and the filming and the research and the editing and all of the, all
Hmm.
that kind of stuff, and it just makes me tired.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So do you want to someday be off the camera?
no, I don't. Not with my own stuff. I think the time where I'd want to be off the camera is probably the time where I want to just stop making, or stop like making videos as my
Hmm.
main thing I do daily. But right now, I think it's more so um, I want to spend more time thinking about what actually is in front of the camera. Like I want to spend more time writing ideas because realistically, I think the thing that I enjoy. Maybe I enjoy being on camera. I like talking and doing the dumb zooms and all that stuff, and I do enjoy editing as well. It's just like it's just so tiring.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I'd want to focus on writing and like not performance so much, but just thinking about these individual bits that go into the video and get good at like um, actually being in the videos because I feel like that's what I do best. All the rest of the stuff, I think I've some more stubbornly than others come to realize that there are people who can do this, and especially if you let them focus on it and like that becomes their thing, will do it way better than I ever had. So for
Hmm.
me, I want to get to the point where I spend the majority of my time just writing and coming up with ideas and like the stuff that really is the videos, and all the rest of the stuff I can hand over in some degree. Like I still want to be in editing, just like 4 or 5 hours a week instead of 40 or 50 hours a week,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. Um, but yeah, always on camera, I think, until I don't want to make videos anymore. Then
I feel that.
Always on camera. You know what's really like interesting is like with music, you'll have random like ghostwriters making songs for people and then they like are just producing
Feels
it. But like
good. Yeah.
with YouTube, it's like I don't think you'd ever think of like a ghostwriter for YouTube, but it could be a very interesting idea.
I feel like there's definitely channels where that's the case, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like there are
Linus has a
writers.
ton of writers, and
right.
he'll read the thing, and
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I could do writing. I like to a certain degree. I think it's just a personal kind of thing of mine. I think maybe get help and but like I bounce off ideas of you guys and other people, but to have someone whose full-time job is to write for me, that feels weird.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I kind of
yeah.
agree.
I feel like I could work with that with a writer, but then I wouldn't follow the script because I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
Or I'll read it and be like, wait, this isn't something I would say.
yeah, that's the big thing.
That's
Is
just
like,
awkward.
yeah, I think it would be. I can understand the benefit of a writer. Like if I think it would less be so much more a writer and more someone to bounce ideas of. Like I see the way some of the bigger channels work. I can imagine Mr. Beast and whatnot has a lot of writers for just coming up with new ideas. But I'd like to think that the one skill that I probably am good at, beyond all the other things you kind of have to manage as a YouTuber is writing and coming up with ideas. Maybe I think maybe let's say like in depends how long I do glasses and like other channels or when I start. If I feel like there's just something, I feel like it's something I can pass down to save me time, but still get the same result, so I can focus on some other thing. Then maybe I have someone like, I can't even imagine it. I can't really like, really fathom what it would be like to have somebody whose purpose is writing out videos, because I feel like it just wouldn't. It's not to say that I don't think anybody can write as well as me, or I think it's more so would it feel like a glasses video anymore? Like how does it remain its kind of essence if some other person is coming in and writing?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
definitely get that.
it could still work. I think it could still work.
I think it can still work, definitely. I just don't know how. I don't think I'm at a level right now where I think something like that would slow me down. Where so other
And
people,
yeah,
Oh.
there's
yeah,
always a phase where like,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
when we
well,
first tested our editors, we were testing, I don't know, 5 at a time, and it took
Really?
forever to like get the stuff back. But then you have to go to the time and watch them all, which is really nerve-wracking. When you send off footage and you get it back, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to watch it now. I wonder what
Yeah.
it'll be, and then you have to come up with all the time to give them the feedback.
Howdy, hey,
And
custom
then let
niches.
them edit that and then come back. And it's
And
like, it
thanks,
took
you.
way longer than just us
Oh,
editing.
thanks, yellow boy.
But now it's like, I can't imagine me sitting down for like, I don't know, 20 hours and editing something
Yeah.
and then my back hurting and everything. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just a sign of my old age, how I welcome help. Like, just come help me, please.
Yeah, I think it's all. Oh, somebody had a very good idea. Well, a questionably good idea of you three
Okay.
should write one video for each other.
that is jokes.
That
I
would
think
be
that could
interesting.
be an interesting April Fool's. Oh
Yeah,
man.
that could be something.
Do y'all have like I don't do you guys do April Fools? You gonna have an April Fool's video this year?
Um,
I had an idea for it, but I
not
don't
bad.
remember it, and I deleted it, so
April's
I
not that far away, is it?
don't have
Not
an
bad.
idea
April's
anymore.
mighty close.
Oh, where's the
It
time going?
is.
It's been like 45 days in a year and I've still posted 2 videos. Oh!
She's running up. 52 videos. Let's go.
You can do. I believe in you.
I
You can
wonder.
do it.
I swear I wrote down a April Fool's idea.
So
Um,
April is kind of awkward because okay, I can't say what it is because it will spoil the surprise. But I think did I tell you guys what it is?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but don't
Yeah.
say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just I'm gonna be maybe to be fair if I 2022
I'll come up with something. I've got nothing right now.
maybe I could do like a short bit, maybe something I don't know, but maybe I have like maybe 1 or 2 days before like April 1st that I could put something together.
Oh. It could be like a short, right? Like just a YouTube short or YouTube whatever.
Yeah, or like a 1-minute clip. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything big.
I was thinking, right, like April Fool's is pretty liberating in the way of you could upload something just like totally not keen on your channel and like see how it does and just be like it's an April Fool's joke.
Oh, that's true. Ooh.
You know, like I upload a YouTube video reviewing Batman or something. I don't know.
Rapper's Game Nuke takes off April
Yeah,
1st.
Talk about other
exactly.
hobbies for once.
Yeah, I mean it's the type of thing where like if it is successful, then like that's cool. You know, you have another niche or something. But like, I don't know, some type of other idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. What is this? Lube a keyboard with butter. I feel like Squashy did that, right?
Yeah, he did. And I just remember him laughing at it and being like, this is
Welcome back,
disgusting.
Fenny. Yeah, that just sounds gross. I lubed a Switch with butter once, and it was just really gross.
Oh, speaking of lubing switches, that was another one of my probably most terrible ideas of all time that I actually
Oh.
like reached out to a company and got the stuff and it like I was like, nah, no more. So the idea is, you know how really big channels do really things like you're driving through the drive-through 1,000 times or
Yeah.
something. And my idea was like, I'm gonna lube 1,000 switches. Yeah.
Is that why you have the 1,000 Gator on yellows?
Yeah, so I reached out to Drop and I was like, I've got this really good idea. You know, it's gonna get a lot of views. So I got them to send me 1,000 switches and it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
I've lubed one box.
Yeah,
And that's it. It's a
that's
bad
just
idea.
carpal tunnel at that point.
I know, and like it's so niche of an idea that no one
Yeah.
would even care.
Yeah. It's
So
like
we came up with like different re-engagements and like how do you make this interesting? It's like, oh, you
Yeah.
use 20 different lubricants. Then you get your friends.
I
I think, yeah.
think
That was a bad idea.
a more interesting take on that would be like first person to lube 100 switches gets the keyboard for free or something more like.
That is
Well,
better.
so I have something like that. This is what I mean. This actually goes back to what I was saying.
Oh man.
For how keyboards are, there are a lot of ideas that I think are interesting to watch, but just nobody would click on. So I feel like
Yeah.
the way I want to model that is, it's almost like the way I see certain people vlog, where you have the liberty of you don't have to do one thing in your vlog, but you just put the best thing you did in your vlog as the thumbnail and title. So it's almost like you can just like stockpile these great bits for videos until you have something that's like, clickable worthy, and you just make that like the framing. I feel like something like lubing switches and doing this kind of first one to do those things. Some of them would
Yeah.
be too niche to be interesting, but still really interesting to watch. I feel like
Yeah.
one I want to do maybe end of March for a bit is it's gonna be in a I can't say what it is because people will spam us, but it's gonna be a
Just like
basically like
censor
a
it. Beep, 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 beep.
basically like a bit of a last one to stop typing type of thing. Get some viewer participation.
Yeah.
And stuff
Or
along that line.
self-torture competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized like if I don't want to self-torture myself, I can just basically bribe others to self-torture themselves. for
Right.
my
I have
entertainment.
typed for like I think 4 hours straight, and I legit got carpal tunnel after that. Like wear the brace and everything for a couple weeks.
That was the
not-
B movie.
B movie
Yeah, the
script.
B movie. I mean, that was another terrible idea.
That might be the
became
worst.
real. That was bad, and it was hurting so bad by the end of it, like just bending your wrists like that. I was like,
Oh.
ugh.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
that was painful, but it's accumulating views in the backlog. I don't think it was worth the pain. I
Is
don't
it-
recommend.
Did you ever turn it into like a full video or was it just a stream?
It was just a stream. I wasn't
Oh man.
back in the day. I wasn't editing those down.
Oh. Oh, I forgot to even hit the record button, so I guess I'm not editing this down.
It happened to me last time too. That's why the video started off so weird.
You
Oh.
guys are killing it. I don't understand how you guys can make content and stream. Like, I think the people watching not understanding how tiring like
I don't
individual
know
videos
if
can
I
be.
should
You do
say this
both.
out loud,
Like-
but it's you're literally farming content while entertaining people at the same time.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's being too transparent, TMI, but every stream it's like, okay, how do I farm content?
Hmm.
And
I
I used to
guess
come up with clip
Don't sell yourself
ideas,
short. Like
and I used
it's
to edit
yeah.
those, but I stopped.
I feel
Yeah.
like you come up with good ideas for like all of your streams though. Like farming content's a bit too, yeah, like selling yourself short, like Larsa said.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I
Nicole,
can't
howdy
manage all of
hey.
these
Welcome to
things.
the
I think
Watering
that
Hole Gang.
I think streaming is
I
super
appreciate you.
super cool, but I feel like it's just something I've been thinking more and more in kind of doing things properly. I feel like that's kind of why I've been taking a long time this year to get up because, like you said, I've been trying to hire help. You know, hire
Yeah.
like I wouldn't call it an editor, but more like an editing assistant. And then like doing something I never thought I'd do is hiring somebody like actually day like 9 to 5 or whatever. Not more like part time, but to come and actually just help me do the stuff that takes a
A
long time. Like
PA.
Mm.
I guess so. Yeah, and so like trying to figure all of that stuff out. Um, I'm sorry, I completely blanked out on the point I was trying to make there. What was? Sorry, what
Fair
did I say?
enough.
About streaming and like how that
Oh,
content gets made and
yeah, like that just seems so. I'm wondering like how do you? Because I think the 1 or 2 times I've ever streamed, I just felt like I was super super tired after that. So the idea
oh,
of
I
like
mean,
Yes.
it's exhausting.
yeah, like
Your
how do
eyes
you
like have
do
to
that multiple times a
look
week?
at all these little things
Hmm.
and you have
Yeah.
to think like, oh, what am I gonna say next? I gotta say something interesting. Oh, let me tell a story. And
Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me the most because I like videos because I'm
Mm.
funny 1% of the time. If I have to be funny more than 2% of the time and like actively, my brain can't take it. So to be able to
I
just write
no,
something
I
down,
think you're selling yourself short.
Yeah.
You could probably be funnier like 15% of the time,
I've straight
maybe.
up I watched you stream and do literally nothing, and your chat was like more entertained than any stream I've ever done. Like,
I don't know. I think that was the novelty of the fact that like you'll see me go live like once every 6 months. So it's like, oh, there must be something interesting going
Yes.
on. Whether
maybe.
Versus his big news. I'm
Yeah.
sitting down.
but
Literally just
He sits for the first time in his life.
I think the balance would be that I feel like I could be really good in certain aspects because I just really, really when I get into something, it's done. It's going to be good. But I feel like the other days where I'm just like, I just don't care. It might be funny to see me irritated, but I don't want to. I don't want to become an irritated Andy. I just want to
That's
make
true.
interesting
I've
things.
gotten mad on stream before, like not legitly mad, but like visibly annoyed where
yeah.
you can't hide how
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
feel. Like you just like why'd you say that? Ban, instant ban. Just kidding, don't do that.
Yeah.
It is
There's been
hard.
a couple streams like that where like I feel like streaming in a bad mood is like probably the worst thing you could ever do, which is why I don't have like a consistent stream schedule. Like I just stream when I want to stream because
Mhm.
like if you stream in a bad mood, your chat knows it. They're going to just play into it. They're going to be like trolling you or whatever. But hi.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's streaming is really draining though. It is really
Yeah.
draining.
Now that I only do it twice a week now, so I've heard a lot of people say that I have a very dry sense of humor. So it's not like I'm hyping up, going comedy mode for these things.
How's it going,
Yeah.
guys? Betty here.
I think it's the editor brings out the like they accentuate the driest moments, and then like that pause in the music, that zoom in, like that just makes it so much more funny
Yeah.
than what it actually is.
Yeah, I feel like we have a very similar vibe where it's just like deadpan, like you're waiting for that moment. Editor
Yeah,
cuts in, Glarsa zoom,
exactly.
like yeah,
Mm.
Or like weird like eye emotion things. I don't know.
yeah.
And I've been taking an improv class to try and
Really?
improve my
Ooh.
presence
Wow.
storytelling. It is mind breaking how
Yes.
difficult it is when you're on stage and you just have to like think, and but
Mm.
also listen and react and
Hmm.
then think.
Yeah, like processing everything you're doing. I mean, that's kind of streaming in a way. Streaming is literally just all improv.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just gotta wing it, come up with
Yeah.
the best thing for each situation, and half of the time it's bad, but you try your best.
And a
Uh,
lot, sometimes I'll even like go on, do like I don't know, walk the dog or something. And then if
mm,
something interesting happens, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna tell this story. but let me practice a story to myself first and see what it sounds like, and then
I
I'll
think
retell it on stream.
I think that's the exact reason I can't be a streamer because I
Mm.
love telling dumb stories, but if I was a streamer and I had to think like, the kind of originally mundane things that happen to me in real life now is good
Mm.
content, I'd see like I'd just be tempted to do really silly things like, you know, get into weird situations or like that story you were telling about like going on the dog on the walk. Like
Oh,
I don't know,
picking
but
up
the
the
first
dog poo with paper.
the first thing that came to my mind was like seeing a little old lady on the street and deciding to push her over because it would be good content and a good story to tell. Like really dumb stuff like that. Obviously, I probably wouldn't do
Why?
it, but like stuff like that. Just I feel like if I became a streamer, my life would be a lot more
Dude,
absorbed in for the
we
content.
But
Where
it's
absolutely
like
pranked this old lady.
relatable. You gotta be relatable. What kind of person? Oh, I don't want anyone to answer this, but who in your audience would push an old lady on the sidewalk and be like, "This is content"?
I mean, to be okay, let's be honest. If I went live and I was like, I have a crazy story to tell you, and
Yeah.
the hook was it involves me pushing a lady over,
Yeah.
you'd be there to the end because that's a great story,
That's
even though
true.
it means I'm like, morally bankrupt, but the
Yeah.
story is good.
Literally,
Okay,
this
maybe
old
the
lady,
story.
she had MX Browns in her hand and she was chasing me. It was so crazy. I could not get away from her. I literally just had to keep running. She threw the MX Browns at me. I had to push her over. Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. I would find some, probably not true tale because I'd also
Yeah.
be like, haha, it's a joke. Don't report me to the authorities,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. But
Oh yeah, I mean, you always have to accent your
Yeah.
story with some interesting tidbits that may or may not have happened.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I was building this keyboard earlier and it actually transformed into a dragon. It was quite, frankly, terrifying. Yeah.
And then you had to get the ring, the one true ring that rules them all.
Exactly. And then it turned into Lord of the Rings, and I never
Yeah.
watched any of the movies.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Actually, Jake is making me watch them all. We watched one 2 weeks ago, one last week, and then we need to watch the last one.
I was like a Harry Potter kid.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. But
I
nowadays,
still
I
have to
don't know.
go through all the Star Wars too.
Yeah. Oh, Star Wars. I loved Star Wars, and then I hated some of the newer Star Wars movies.
Yeah, the newer stuff is. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. You watch much cinema, Glarses?
Cinema. Do
Honestly,
you go to the theater?
do I go to the theater with my papa and watch the movies? Not really. I think I go to the cinema like 3 to 4 times a year. I kind of been
Okay.
going to cinema with my dad for a long time, and so whenever there's a
You
good
see
movie out,
Spider-Man?
I
Spider-Man.
did.
I never saw
I'd
it.
say the only consistent like series I've watched probably in a cinema for any amount of time is just all the Marvel stuff.
Mm.
I'm mostly I enjoy a lot of YouTube and Twitch and kind of that kind of stuff. But if someone has a good TV show on or someone recommends it to me, I'll watch it. I have a lot of stuff in the backlog of things to watch that I just never get around to. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a YouTube enjoyer,
Definite YouTube
movie
enjoyer.
consumer.
Me too. I've gotten into RuneScape lately because Jake's
I saw you were
he's
playing the
playing
league.
it. Okay, I've gotten 0 fragments. I've been grinding out mining, smithing, and like wood cutting and fishing. 0
Oh,
fragments. So
no.
I think today I'm gonna do some points getting.
I
bit.
definitely played way too much of those leagues, and then I've been playing. I saw freaking all of these keyboard content creators are getting into teamfight tactics, and I've been playing teamfight tactics for years. Like I saw Teha was playing on stream the other day, and I was like, people are playing this game that like I've just been playing like a degen for years.
I played it in the very beginning, but then I was like, oh, this meta's. It got to the point where if you went a certain meta, you were
Yeah.
gonna win.
Yeah, that's very true. But nowadays, there's definitely metas to it, but it's like it's more balanced.
Strategy.
Yeah. I was trying to add a colored element to my stream that was just Glarses purple, and I cannot get the color code to work, so I think I give up. Oh well.
I don't feel like I can't really remember a game I played for longer than like a
Wait,
month. That's
Glarsis
not
is
Osu.
a gamer?
You're not a gamer?
I
You're
played
not
a lot of games like pre-15, and then I haven't really played
pre-15.
a game for like 7, 8 years. Even like Osu, I kind of stopped
Wait,
playing like
Glarses,
5 years ago.
wait. How old are you?
I am 22.
Wait, so you're not like a pro Minecraft gamer?
Wait,
No, I've probably played like 2 hours of Minecraft
I thought
collectively in my
you
life.
were like drag clicking and god bridging in Minecraft.
No, I'm
Edward?
not only am I not like, I mean, okay, so if I don't think about the games I played most, growing up I played a lot of Pokemon. I played a lot of like the Dragon Ball Z fighting games on PS2. I played a lot of FIFA up until a while, but I got kind of irritated because the game is just, it's just stupid. It got really easy to, I don't know, I got annoyed by that. I played a lot of Adventure Quest and Adventure Quest
Oh
Worlds, if
yeah.
anybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Terrible game, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
love all those.
I
Or the
what else did
Tales
I play?
games and
I played a lot of I played a decent amount of Zelda. You know, Super Mario Bros. Kind of more of a Nintendo enjoyer, I guess. But I think the only
Hmm.
game I played like from like high school, I think it was. I played a lot of Osu. That's kind of probably been the game I've been playing or like keeping up with uh
Osu.
the longest. That's like my game. I mean that really got me into keyboard, so
Really?
I have to always be thankful. Yeah, so
oh, I thought it was typing. I didn't know it was Osu.
no, it was Osu, yeah. So
Interesting.
if anyone knows Osu, I got into Osu around the time Cookie Z got banned for the very first time, so late 2013, 2014 kind of time. And I was like, I want to be like this guy. This guy is cracked at the game. I want to be as good as him. So I got a graphics tablet, and I also got a mechanical keyboard, which was a K70. So that had to be
Ooh,
Mm.
7, 8 years
K70?
ago.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I will fight for the
Switches though.
K70. It's the scroll wheel on the K70 is still the best feature. The best
Yes,
like
I
like
agree.
I don't
yeah,
know. I've seen better
I
scroll
love
I
wheels.
it.
would die
I
for the
love it.
K70 scroll wheel.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Cookie Z was the one and like Osu that got me technically into keyboards. And then
Hmm.
yeah, I've just been keeping up with the game, for the last 7, 8 years. And it's nice to now like people who I kind of watched playing when I was, 15, 16, I can now talk to and be like, dude, you were thank you.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. But I've been watching. I don't play it because I feel like I'll be really bad at FPS. I've never really enjoyed it much, but I did watch some of the recent Valorant tournaments. I
Mm.
kind of like I didn't know, I think I was just bored and there was no one live, so I was like, oh, I'll just watch this. And it took me a few days to kind of figure out what was going on, but I was like, damn, this is kind of maybe I should get into this. I never do
You
because
should. You should.
I
Yeah,
just
it's the one game that I've considered getting into FPS for.
It's.
I wanted to play Lost
I
Ark with my
suck.
Oh, I'm
friends.
playing Lost Ark.
But
It's very
I just
fun.
feel like everything takes too much time to get into for me to enjoy it because I only want to put
Mm.
like 2, 3 hours a week into it, and my friends are like,
Yeah.
"Nah, bro, you got to put like
Yeah.
5, 6 hours a day." And I'm like, I just don't.
You
I
can
Yeah.
know
play
I'm an
Stardew
idiot.
Valley.
That's
That's what
true.
I do.
What?
Like
I've heard of that,
3 hours a
but
week.
what kind of stuff do you do in that game?
You farm. You become a
Yeah.
master
Oh, it's
farmer and
that game.
It's
Okay.
fisher
super
and
wholesome.
mining.
You know
Yeah,
Harvest Moon?
it's relaxing.
I've heard of that. Yes.
Oh, okay. It's similar energy. You basically just have a farm and it's wholesome and you wake up
It's
every day
very
in your little farm.
relaxing. Yeah, like
Super relaxing.
the weather will change and the
Yeah.
leaves fly by and the music's great.
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably just get into Minecraft. Like I want to beat the Ender Dragon. I want to finish the game.
That's
Minecraft.
like
Yeah.
barely any of the like actual game
I
content.
don't know how I kind of missed playing Minecraft growing up because all my friends did, and I feel like maybe I was just so obsessed with Osu at some point that I just kind of blurred over everything else. But yeah, I don't know how I kind of missed that era, but because it was, at the time, it was kind of what kids were playing and starting on, so I really did just somehow miss it. But I still feel like it would be fun now because I can just drop in when I want to, drop out.
Yeah, I think when it came out, I think I was too old for it. I was like the in high school already.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the oldest one in the group.
So Keeb SMP when?
We can do it. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah.
Like
Keepcraft?
that maybe that's like the next genius thing, Keepcraft. And then we like gateway drug all of the Minecraft people into keyboards. I know we've got some of them in it.
Yeah, a bunch.
So this could be
Keepcraft.
genius. I Keep SMP, Keepcraft. That actually does sound really fun. I go through a Minecraft phase once every couple months where I'm like, I just want to sit down and play some Minecraft, like mine some blocks, build a little hut, yeah,
Mm.
I'm content.
I would love to do like a series, and I see if I wanted to stream, I'd want to stream like more like I wouldn't do keyboards. That's something I want to say.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna ever stream, I'm not streaming keyboards because it's just something I had to really appreciate is that like I am a one-dimensional person. I just do videos and keyboards right now, and it's not very healthy. But like
Mm.
if I so I think what it is that I'm working on keyboard stuff for videos, morning,
Yep.
afternoon, evening, and I'm done. And then what do? I hop into keyboard servers, talk about
Mm.
keyboards, I build keyboards, I work on personal projects, and I go to bed. So for me to maintain that I don't just kind of get fed up early on, I feel like I need to cut keyboards down to being only a very specific time of what I do. And it's not like I feel
Interesting.
like it's not like I don't enjoy it. I enjoy keyboards more than I ever had. I'm
Yeah.
wary of almost doing too much. I want to leave
Yeah,
some
I
stuff
feel
on the
that.
table.
'Cause sometimes I'll
But
mess with keyboards after work hours, and I'll be like, "What am I doing? I could be doing something else."
mm,
But if it's that makes it part of how genuine it is. So like, if you
Yeah.
still really enjoy the hobby, then of course you're spending time out of work,
Mm.
still engaging in the hobby.
mm,
Yeah.
but
I
I
think
just want to find a balance.
having good like side projects to work on has been like the best thing for me not getting too burnt out
Mhm.
on just like in general. And even if those side projects are literally just I'm gonna play Teamfight Tactics for 8 hours today because I want to, like I just
Mm,
having a good balance of being like, yes, okay, today I'm gonna build a keyboard for fun and not even record it. Today
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
record a
those are
keyboard
the
build.
fun things.
Yeah.
mm,
And then today I'm just gonna play video games and have an editor edit something for me or something. Like it's a good balance. But I think a keyboard SMP might be a fun way to build the keyboard creator universe. Like that could be
Yeah,
pretty
that's
fun.
true. Like we can all hang out and talk
Yeah.
more about random stuff because finding the time where we're all online is a little difficult.
Yeah.
mm.
I remember back when I did like the 24-hour stream, I had Hamaji and I think you were there, Betty, too.
Yeah, I
Hamaji,
was.
Shubes, some other
I kept
people.
getting lost a lot
Yeah.
with tubes because we're noob.
But playing Minecraft with a bunch of people was really fun. It was really fun.
And
And
then
chat
Hamaji
loved it.
super try hard.
Chat Hamaji was mega tryhard, but
Yeah,
you
like
know,
come
we
on.
don't he was a pro TF2
He
gamer.
is.
We don't yeah.
Mhm.
He's
He's an
too pro
actual
for us.
gamer.
Yeah, an actual pro. Probably the gamer of
Yeah,
them
the
all.
most gamer.
Yeah.
Hamaji's now MIA in some lonely, unknown city of England.
So
He's
I'm
sad.
sure he's having
never
a good time.
always having a great time.
He's
Yeah.
living it up.
Uni's fun. Well,
He
we
hasn't
call it
touched a
college.
keyboard in months.
But yeah,
Oh
he's
man.
no one probably shouldn't expect him back anytime soon, but I'm
Yeah.
sure he will come back. I don't know what he'll make, but I don't think his journey making content is done. I think he's just for once finally able to focus on something else and just enjoy uni, which I if I could go and enjoy uni again, I would. It's very fun. Hard work,
Yeah.
but it's very fun. Uh, I feel like we're also in a. I think we all went to university and finished before we kind of had
Mhm.
any success online, which I think is kind of becoming a little bit not rare, but rarer in that
Because
I see a
like
lot of.
a lot of the skills that you learn to do YouTube or even make money online, you don't need school for. Like my
Not at
degrees are
all.
useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Mine's
I have
like
many of them.
mine's applicable, but like I don't know. I got a marketing degree and it's like I feel like sure technically you'd think marketing is useful for keyboard stuff and YouTube stuff, but like most of what I learned I'm not applying at all because it's so irrelevant and it's like dated for like press media and like useless stuff. It doesn't teach you how to make a TikTok.
Mm,
Yeah.
I was definitely more of like a. I was a very very schooly person.
Mm.
Probably
Me
it's
too.
not a
Me too.
surprise to anybody, but I don't know. It kind of threw me in a loop when it was like I was starting to see the idea that maybe what I'm gonna spend my time doing is just completely a 180 from that, and I was like, oh man,
Yep.
have I wasted my time? And I definitely haven't. I know if I didn't go to uni, all of the sequence of events that led to me being here probably wouldn't have happened. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't need to. It's not for me to say don't go to school and don't do stuff, but like Betty said, don't need it
School,
necessarily to.
school teaches you
Go to school.
soft skills.
Soft
Soft
skills are
skills,
important.
yeah, very important. Like how to communicate with people is
Yeah.
very important.
Oh. My battery has died again.
No, but
I
I
swear.
think one of the biggest skills that people really miss is like how do you, if you want to work with someone or you want to provide something to somebody or get something in return, it's like no one knows how to provide value up in the beginning. They're
Yeah.
always like, I'm blah 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 and I do this, and it's like, okay, well, what do
Yeah.
I get out of this, you know? Or else your email gets instantly deleted.
Yeah.
You still read emails? Wow.
I get so many.
Oh.
Oh, there's this one that's like, day 9. I ate blah 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 at school today, and I also played
Oh,
blah with
oh.
my friends.
I think a
Yeah.
lot
Have
of
you
people are
heard?
on like day 70, and I'm just like, I mean, I do. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I shouldn't say this because it's not gonna stop. But
Oh,
some
you're
of them
good. Yeah.
are, some of them are kind of interesting. Like I feel like I've followed some of these people's lives, like, like proper sagas about, breakups, and I'm like, why are you telling me all of this
Yeah.
I
stuff?
know, it's crazy. I feel like someday it'll be like day 1067. I
Yeah,
proposed to
actually.
my dearly beloved today.
Yeah.
If that happens, like somebody actually makes like a significant life thing, I'll probably message back. But nah, I just leave them all. No one can tell that
Yeah.
I've read it, which is the nice thing. But
It's wild how many messages and emails I get nowadays. I don't know. But I feel like I took a whole entire class on business communications in school, and it like was such a meme because they'd be like, now if you don't have one space between your intro line and your email and the other line, then nobody's ever gonna read this. And nowadays it's like I'm reacting to business communications with Discord emojis of a dog giving a thumbs up. Like they didn't teach me that in school. Like
yeah,
I
it's very like very new. The
yeah.
whole. I think like Becky said as well is that this is a new thing, but also one thing I kind of want to touch upon is like that whole selling yourself. I felt like I was
Thank you.
really awful at school. Like I hated the whole like. I felt like I was boasting or I was stretching. Like people were trying to get me to stretch the truth a lot.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I've always wanted to study economics since I was in the womb, and it's like, no, I kind of just decided last 2 years ago, where I feel like now I've learned properly, at least more specifically to my field, how to actually offer value to somebody and make that clear, what everybody gets in that transaction. Mostly because people like free keyboards, and one of
Yeah.
one kind of custom stuff is is very appealing to even people with loads of money because it's not something they can immediately buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Um,
gotta put in work.
so like
Yeah.
just knowing how to do that, a lot of people don't. It's like, hey, we want to do this, or hey, I'm an up and coming thing. Can we do this? And it's like, it's not even that I don't think this necessarily would be a bad video. I just don't really. One, I don't see why you need me other than you just want somebody to kind of boost you up. And then what I usually say to people there is that if I'm in your video, it probably won't. It will probably hurt you. And I think that's a big thing that people. I had to kind of. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree, but I find that like if I'm gonna collab with somebody, a lot of the time it's either somebody I know who does something completely different to me, or it's somebody who I feel like if they have a video go viral now will hurt them more than help them. And so
Mm.
I'm very, very wary of collabing with people unless I feel like they have something good going on here and it won't hurt them. They're kind
Yeah,
of sincere as well.
I can
Interesting.
see that. Because if a video does go viral, it like shifts your entire audience in a direction that they don't even know where it went.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's true. It's really hard to manage. Like, if you have a video pop off with 1 million views, like, you don't
And
know
then
what
it's
your audience
not
wants
even
anymore.
the topic that you talk
Yeah.
about. Then it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, no one will watch my normal videos anymore.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Like I said I spoke to. I watched Mr. No, MKBHD speaking to I think Colin and Samir about like how thankful he was that he didn't have any one video blow up in the last kind of 8 years because it meant he
Mm.
kind of you almost have to actually get good at what you're doing, and I'm very cautious of like seeing people blow up very, very quickly because I feel like to be that kind of all-star, longevity YouTuber, you have to really learn all of the different things that make things work. Your individual videos, how you frame them, all the things that link to other videos, and I feel like if you have success very, very quickly, there might be a lot of that stuff that you miss, and so it's kind of like, what do I do next? And when it starts to, you know, it's never it's never upsailing. It's kind of a yeah, what's the word? It's kind of like a sine wave going up and down, and I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of
it
that
is.
can be missed if your first 10 videos bang, kind
Yeah.
of a thing. But yeah, no, YouTube, great stuff.
YouTube, very fun.
YouTube. That's all we can say. YouTube.
YouTube, definitely YouTube.
Just YouTube, YouTube, YouTube.
YouTube is YouTube.
It's a
Uh,
little crazy.
but I
It's
just want
fun
to
though.
say, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. This is a very YouTube specific thing, but the Olympics are ruining me right now.
Man, I haven't seen any of that.
uh,
I don't know. I think this is the thing. I almost feel like I can never comment too much. I can comment on, like, daily and hourly views, but those will always kind
yeah.
of been going down because of when the latest video was and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think it's yeah, I don't think I have enough data to say specifically, but
Uh,
yeah, I this is one thing I really want to get going better, and it's like why it's taking me so long to do anything is that all the time I would have spent putting into one video is spent training other people, so that hopefully
mm,
I can get going and like not like I don't like sitting on ideas. I think one thing that I'm really jealous of you guys is that you guys get to put out a lot of content and you can kind of try and get that feedback loop of
Mhm.
upload, how did it do, what can I learn,
Oh
where
yeah, the
yeah.
learning happens so quickly.
yeah.
Mhm.
There's
I
some videos that I put out and I'm like, oh that'll be a 9 out of 10, and then oh 3 out of 10. What?
Yeah.
Then it's
mm,
like, oh shit, I don't know anything about my audience.
Yeah.
mm.
It
I feel like
makes you question yourself real fast.
mm, mm. It's difficult. I think that like it's at least from what I experienced last year was that everything happened in these really big chunks. Like I go away, I don't post a video, I come back and I gain a bit of an audience, or I go away and I post a video, it doesn't do as well. And I feel like because it was so, it wasn't connected very well, that it made it hard sometimes to grasp consistency of but like my kind of the data from my channel. Just because things change so much, I didn't really have like it's. I feel like it's a lot easier when you have series of things to establish what is actually a fact and what is kind of just I could assume this will do well, but I've not
Mm,
like if I had 4 or 5 of a similar series, or I had if I was trying to establish a link between two different types of videos, if I had just 6 or 7 of them rather than 1 or 2, I feel like that would help me a lot. And I also think mostly like in my kind of writing and testing out different styles, and I'm always testing. Like I feel like I've not even got close to being established in the way I do things,
mm.
um, because I was only posting once a month. Basically, having one chance every 4 weeks to try something new is probably not a great way to do things. At least like at the level
Yeah.
I think I am. I feel like what I'd like to happen and what probably will happen is that once I get things going, I'll be posting like 2, 3, maybe even 4 times a month. Um,
Oh,
Ooh,
and
that'd
then
be like a 4x Glarses
oh,
output.
that would be that's gonna be a crazy time. I've got a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah.
I feel like what will happen after that though is that I'll get better at. I'll learn a lot in the kind of that like, hopefully for me, 8, 10 month process until the end of this year. And once that happens, I can like get better at knowing that almost like I want to continue to work on bigger videos, but just know how to pick them right. I feel like I have.
mhm.
I don't know if you guys experience this, but like it's almost like a picking game. Ultimately, it's like is this a good idea? Is this a banger? Is this not a banger? Is this series a good idea? I feel like right now I don't have enough data to say that, but like when I get more experience under my belt, it'll probably go back down to like 1 to 2 videos a month, but they'll be
Mm.
brilliant videos. But right now I can't say that with consistency.
Yeah.
Well, I think like you kind of said it yourself. Like the only way to know if a video is good is to upload it. Like,
Yeah. My thing is like, as long as you don't die, like things
yeah,
are good. And as long as you
yeah,
don't hate your job, things are good.
yeah,
Mm.
It's definitely a longevity game.
yeah,
Because
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, like 50, 60 more years of life, and like what are we gonna do with that time?
Mm.
yeah. Susan
Make
doesn't give us a
videos.
retirement plan.
I'm gonna be like, hey guys, here from the retirement home, just logging my peacock number 64 160 build.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. Have you guys thought about like it's kind of scary sometimes, but like almost refreshing, like how long you'd want to be on YouTube and what kind of stuff you want to do and Have you? Do you
Thought
have? I mean,
about it a lot. I mean, just because like someday I'll have kids and I'll have to take care of them and stuff.
mm,
But I've thought about like trying to transition my face out over
mm,
the next couple of years, but I don't know. That's a discussion
mm.
Hmm.
up for
Yes,
debate.
Yeah,
As we
that's
don't
hot
see.
debate.
That's hard
I'm
to
looking
do.
at chat. I'm
super
just not
difficult,
responding
especially when
to
you
anything
are
except
the
donations
face
right
of
now.
the channel. It's like it's how do you? I feel like at some point, not everybody, but there are leveling degrees of product versus person, and when
Hmm.
you're, I feel like with the trajectory we're all on, we're all very much becoming more person channels,
Mm-hmm.
and so even though like I think it's, I think the biggest example I always see of this when I think back, I think someone like Mr. Beast is possibly the biggest product or like idea channel ever. But even in the way he does stuff and what he's known for now, he actually has kind of become more of a person. Not to say that like his videos, I feel like we could. There's like Mr. Beast gets tired. He eventually would replace people, and it wouldn't be that bad. But I think even the person who went completely one way, just by the way they did it, kind of became that person thing. And so how to replace the thing that people almost come for, like in your videos. I'm wondering, like, I guess like other people have kind of done it, like LTT
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I was
does
gonna
it
say.
Game
decently well.
theory, the theory channels are pretty
Yeah, yeah.
useless in a way, although it's still Matt.
Mm,
Mm.
mm. And it's also just like keyboards.
Yeah.
That's probably for me the more alarming, more so just because it's not like from a case of me of like, oh, I'm running out of ideas, or like, I'm bored, I don't want to build another tofu, or I think it's more so like I don't want to be doing. How do I say this? I don't want to. I don't think I will be just doing a simple keyboard build, in a year's time. I think that like I've already have kind of I don't do Switch reviews anymore, so I feel like it will be a case
Mm-hmm.
of what I'm doing lends more to like weird builds or collabing with different people or just doing stuff that is kind of almost it's it's keyboard because I said there's keyboard, but like it's more so
Yeah.
its own story just through this frame of there's always something kind of keyboard related to it, just because I find that more fun to do, and
Well,
also
here's a question.
because oh
Are you coming out to the U.S. soon for one of those crazy ideas?
um maybe.
Maybe.
I definitely will be in the US this year. I can't say when because it will spoil a multitude of things,
Oh
but
gosh.
don't look for me.
Don't look for me.
All right then.
Hmm. Hmm.
You might see me. I love doing in live stuff. Like that's I've always kind of been a stay inside, play games, read books, but uni kind of showed me actually no, really like collabing with people and doing stuff live is great. So now
Yeah.
that things are opening up and I can kind of put some money away to do traveling and whatnot, I definitely want to do more. Like I love writing funny jokes, but I like the idea of having kind of a framework of like I want to do this, that, and that, and I can kind of write in this plot point and narrative. But then,
Hmm.
I'd have to go out and see both of you guys and do some crazy stuff and just see what happens and edit it in the best way possible. So definitely want to travel. Yeah.
Crazy collab in person.
That would be really cool.
Last person to take their hand off a keyboard gets to make a video with Mr. Beast. I don't know.
Jimmy Beast. Oh man.
Something like that. Oh, well, I think I need to go get some breakfast, you guys.
I need to work out. I actually spend the majority of my time working out.
Rock climber Betty, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Need to get
man,
better.
sometime soon. All right, but thank you everyone for joining. Thanks for coming in as a disembodied voice, Glarses. I appreciate it.
Sorry, I was late.
It was very fun. Betty, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
And thank you, chat, for watching. A final howdy hey. And